Hi there. Welcome to chapter 2 of Mindguarde. This chapter's on identity drift. So if you don't define who you are, someone else will, and they'll sell it back to you at a markup. In every moment, you're becoming someone. The question is, who's doing the shaping? Most people believe their identity is solid, a fixed thing formed by upbringing, values, and life experience. But in truth, identity is actually fluid, responsive, vulnerable. It's built or drifted one interaction, one story, one influence at a time. Welcome to identity drift and is referred to as the gradual, often subtle shift in a person's sense of self over time. It's like watching a river slowly change course. Not always dramatic, but deeply impactful. This concept is explored in psychology, sociology, and even organizational theory, and it can manifest in different ways depending on context. So, what are some of the causes of identity drift? First of all, it's life transitions, such as moving cities, changing careers, or becoming a parent, can reshape how you see yourself. Another one might be social environments. The people you surround yourself with influence your values, beliefs, and behaviors. Your own personal growth might be another one. So, as you learn and evolve, your passions and priorities may shift. But it also could be trauma or adversity, which could be difficult experiences which can challenge your core beliefs and lead to identity reevaluation. There are three types of identity drift: positive, negative, and adaptive. Positive drift is growth orientated changes that expand your self concept, like discovering a new passion. Negative drift is a loss of confidence or clarity, often triggered by repeated setbacks or isolation. And adaptive drift is healthy adjustments to new roles or environments, such as becoming a caregiver for the first time. So, some real life examples of this might be a corporate executive who leaves finance to become a yoga instructor may experience a shift in identity from being a strategist to a healer. A fly in, fly out worker or FIFO, or even seafarers often report identity drift due to transient lifestyles and a lack of stable social anchors. Immigrants adapting to new cultures may integrate new values, reshaping their self image. Identity is a story, and stories can be rewritten. At the core of your identity is the story you tell yourself. Things like, I'm a hard worker, I'm not good with money, I always mess things up, I thrive under pressure. These aren't facts, they're narratives. And every interaction you have, every post, ad, label, or offhand comment has the power to edit that narrative without your consent. So think about it. Things that might affect this could be a childhood insult becomes a lifelong identity. An algorithm's guess becomes your interest. A series of failures becomes I'm not good enough. So what's the danger? When identity shifts without your awareness, you become programmable. So how does this happen? One, it's through repetition. Hearing something enough times makes it feel true, even if it's not. Adding emotion to the story. If a story hits you when you're vulnerable, it can embed deeper. External validation. Others' reactions train you to play your part. Labels. Things like diagnoses, titles, even personality types can limit growth. Social proof. You adapt to the behaviors of the group, even if it shrinks your potential. So, what's the result? You lose authorship over your life story and start living someone else's script. Here's a Mindguarde protocol. It's called a story intercept drill. So, when this video finishes, take 5 minutes. Write down the three strongest beliefs you have about yourself, and then ask these questions. Who first gave me this belief? Who or has it been true in every situation? Is this belief helping or hindering me now? And who benefits from me keeping this belief? This is mental resistance training, separating you from what you've absorbed. Reclaiming identity through conscious framing. The antidote to drift is deliberate identity design. Your brain is always listening to how you describe yourself. Use that power. Begin to frame your identity like a mission brief. Start adding phrases like, I am calm under pressure. I adapt faster than chaos can destabilize me. I lead my emotions. They don't lead me. I am the author of my story. Repeat these not to manifest, but to program with intention. So here's something that's called a tactical truth. Your mind doesn't care what's true, it cares what's repeated with emotion. This training isn't about psychology, it's about defense. Because if you let the world tell you who you are, it will hand you a version of yourself that's easy to sell, manipulate, and manage. But when you control your story, you control your state. And when you control your state, you become unstoppable. Here's a challenge to you to define your code. After this video, write down a personal operating code, no more than maybe 3 statements, that defines the identity you choose. So examples might be, I respond with clarity, not panic. I master pressure before it masters me. I speak from truth, not fear. Post this where you'll see it daily. This is your Mindguarde call, the center you return to when the world tries to rewrite the lines. In the next session, we move from observation to action. You'll start building mental armor, the first layer of defense against emotional hijacking, overwhelm, and cognitive fatigue. Get ready to train.